Last time the shield was lifted here was 2021, so we're looking to continue to expand and hopefully bring a title back to LA. We don't have the luxury of time. MLR having such a short preseason, we don't have the luxury of coming together and building something from scratch. It almost has to be half built by the time they get to us. We have S&C department as one-man show, but between myself and our two athletic trainers, we kind of oversee everything. So, we do whatever it takes. Long hours, but very rewarding. So we have a squad of 40 total players. We have a couple of local players, and then the rest of them have come, whether it's from other areas in the country or overseas. MLR having such a short preseason, we don't have the luxury of coming together and building something from scratch. It almost has to be half built by the time they get to us. I just like the simplicity of the strength builder in Lumin, that they know exactly that this is the exercise, this is how many reps I have to do, and here's the information on how to do it. The periodized approach, the way that you can design the program based on blocks and phases, is something that I actually enjoy compared to the previous ones we've used, because you're able to map out your whole year, your whole season, whereas before it's kind of like week by week, month by month. It streamlines. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. It takes all the fluff out of it.
Into the hands of Timpson, good ball, play off, and it's down.
GPS is massive for us. We use Catapult GPS systems, and we want to be able to look at their training load side by side with how they're responding to it, their RPE, their daily wellness. And now that we have an AMS platform that can bring in all those things, and that gives us a well-rounded picture as to how they're reacting to the training load, and how we can better manage them to get them on the field healthy and at their best on the weekend. I would say it cuts down like 10-15 hours out of my week just to have that data all on one platform. The other one that I really enjoy particularly is the medical and that individual athlete profile. Just having that quadrant of the physio's notes, our document, their subjective feedback on how they're doing and what their timeline of return is, the anatomical figure and where in the body that injury is, more so for the coaches to understand visually what we're dealing with, and being able to just use it as an EMR function and have the doctor notes and have the rehab plans all up on their profile. I would say probably my favorite feature. Like the feedback that we've gotten from all the athletes has been really positive. I've had guys who in the off season I had never met before, and we were getting them to use a new platform straight off the bat, and it was pretty easy to adopt. They knew that they would go on their app and the program shows up on their home screen, whether they were in Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, England. We had all these guys across the globe, and they were using the same app. The level of support, especially with our smaller staff, being able to get in touch with somebody as soon as possible and not have to wait for a response via email 24, 48 hours when we need to fix something on the spot is massive. I've really appreciated seeing the constant updates and the roadmap to getting more updates on the strength builder, adding the distance metrics, the velocity targets, all those things are massive. And I think just the openness to show what the roadmap forward is and how other strength coaches are also giving that same feedback and being able to bring those upgrades so quickly, it's been awesome to see.